From the knife-edge ridges of the Skye Coolin to the vast Arctic tundra of the Cairngorms and the lonely sentinels of Sullivan and Ben Loyal, Scotland's wild, rugged uplands have shaped the lives of generations of hill walkers and climbers. We seek meaning and inspiration in the mountains, but our ability to access and enjoy them needs ongoing support. Over the last 60 years, Scottish Mountaineering Trust has donated over £1.5 million to projects that develop amenities, foster knowledge and skills, and enhance access to the Highlands. Whether through training courses, new rescue bases, or bridge and footpath repair, our investment has enabled more people than ever to safely experience the joy and wonder of Scotland's mountains.
More Outdoor is there to open up the outdoors to underrepresented groups. We want to make sure that the hills are there for everyone and to create a sense of belonging in the outdoors and the hills of Scotland. We at More Outdoor are trying to specifically target those most hard to reach communities who are currently underrepresented in the hills.
Our goal and trying to achieve is get people off a hill safely, alive, or people who are lost, injured, get them down to a base camp, keep them stabilised and get them off to hospital or back to their car and off home. All our members are volunteers. We all have jobs out with mountain rescue. Nobody gets paid.
Mountaineering Scotland's the representative body for all involved in the sport of mountaineering, whether that's walking, climbing, snow sports, touring. We are looking to make sure that everyone gets to enjoy their sport and do it in a safe fashion.
Jonathan Conville Memorial Trust was set up in memory of Jonathan Conville, and its aims are to help young people explore the mountains in the spirit of adventure that he embraced in his life, and especially in Scotland and also in the Alps.
Anyone who heads out into the mountains understands how they're good for your heart, they're good for your soul. We're very much about access into these places. The John Muir Trust is looking to make sure that everybody can experience mountain environments and wild places. And a big part of our work is to make sure that they're protected and to make sure that they can be repaired and maintained so that wild places really are accessible for everybody in society.
Before I started in post, we had an access officer to maintain access to the hills. It was a part-time post, but with the funding from SMT, it's now full-time.
We have enjoyed a relationship with SMT for over a quarter of a century, and in that time they've given us almost £200,000 of funding towards projects, so hugely grateful to everything that they do. So invaluable in terms of allowing organisations like us to do work to allow people to get out into these mountain environments.
The funding has been really important for us. This year's project, Belonging in the Hills, is all about working with two different groups. So one of the communities that we're working with are refugees and asylum seekers currently living in Glasgow, and another community are people with experiences of homelessness living in Edinburgh. The outdoor lifestyles that these people are now confident to take on will hopefully feed into a healthier future life for them.
An organisation like ours, it's a voluntary organisation, and we needed people to start coming on board with staff to do a lot of the work because it's too much for the volunteers. And we needed funding to do that. We went to all sorts of different organisations asking for funding, including the SMT, and they've been incredibly supportive ever since. Every year we get funding for them to help us with our main aims, really.
Since 1995, the SMT has provided our trust with over £20,000, and that's enabled over 700 young people to do one of our winter courses. We know that many of them would not be able to attend them without the funding that's provided.
I'd highly recommend working with the Scottish Mountaineering Trust. They've been very open, there's a lot of room for discussions and chances to really put the message out there to the wider outdoor community in Scotland.
We have nothing but positive words for working with the SMT. It's a very straightforward relationship, and I think largely because we've got clearly aligned objectives. We both want to make sure the mountain landscapes are in the best condition possible for people, for nature, for everybody.
To mark our 60th anniversary, we want to do something extraordinary, and we're inviting you to be part of this legacy.
We've got £100,000 to give away to a really exciting and innovative mountain project. Well, we're looking far and wide So it could be something like building a new bridge across a river to enhance access. It could be a heritage project. It could be a project to encourage new people into the Scottish mountains, or it could be a safety project. We're looking for a project or projects that will last for a long time, that people will remember, and it will make a real difference to Scottish hillgoers for decades to come.
The freedom of the hills and the challenges they offer us remain a vital part of our well-being. With your ideas and support, we can continue to inspire people to explore and connect with Scotland's mountains.